Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Zill Noorain's Tafseer series of the Quran. Today we will be continuing with Surah An Naziat from ayahs 6 to 14. So if you haven't seen the previous video with Surah An Naziat ayahs 1 to 5, I would recommend checking that out first before continuing with this one. Let's begin with the recitation of the ayat we'll be talking about today. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يوم ترجف الراجفة تتبعها الرادفة قلوب يومئذ واجفة أبصارها خاشعة يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة أإذا كنا عظاما نخرة قالوا تلك إذا كرة خاسرة فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم بالساهرة. In ayah number 6, يوم ترجف الراجفة, on the day of the blast. Rajif means to rattle or to shake. Really uncomfortable motion when everything will just be shaking with the blow of the first trumpet that will shake all of the creation. يَوْمَ تَرْجُفُ الرَّاجِفَةِ, everything will be shaken with that blast of the horn, that loud sound. تَتْبَعُهَا الرَّادِفَةِ, and then so there will be another one. So another shake. Radif, the literal meaning of this word is the person who sits behind you when you're riding a camel, and when you go, they will follow you like on the same ride. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning is there's going to be another violent moment right after the first one. So the majority of ulama, even though it's not mentioned in this ayah that this is specifically about that horn of the Yawm al-Qiyamah, majority of the people have interpreted this as meaning the second blowing after the first blowing of the trumpet. In the next ayah, ayah 8, it says قُلُوبٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ وَاجِفَةٌ. And then in ayah 9, أَبْصَارُهَا خَاشِعَةٌ. So hearts that day will tremble, and their eyes will be humbled. أَبْصَارُهَا خَاشِعَةٌ. Everybody's eyes are going to be looked down. They're going to be terrorized. They're going to be so scared to see that this day of judgment is finally there. And especially the hearts of the disbelievers or people who did not believe it will be filled with anxiety and uneasiness. Everybody's heart will beat really, really fast, but their eyes will be low in humiliation and disgrace and just in awe of everything that's happening around them. Nobody will dare look up. يَقُولُونَ أَئِنَّا لَمَرْدُودُونَ فِي الْحَافِرَةِ. So right now, these people are saying that, are we really going to be returned back after we die? When we are literally in the ground and we're dug up in our graves, are we going to be returned back? أَإِذَا كُنَّا عِظَامًا نَخِرَةً. So right now they're asking, even if we are like bones, decayed bones, like dust, people usually can't understand this. Like, how? When we're down to bones and dust, how will Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala get us back up again? It seems like impossible. But they don't know who they're talking about. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not difficult for Allah. Then the next ayah says, قَالُوا تِلْكَ إِذًا كَرَّةٌ خَاسِرَةٌ. They say that will be a losing return. Like when we return, it's just going to be for loss. When the unbelievers refused to accept the fact that death is not final, they will surely be raised to back after death, back to life. They start making fun of it. Like, oh, we're just going to be bones and you're going to say we're returning? Really? That's going to be a loss. What a weird return that's going to be. They're making fun of it because they don't understand it. And they don't understand who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, you can make as much fun as you want. You can deny it. But فَإِنَّمَا هِيَ زَجْرَةٌ وَاحِدَةٌ. It's only going to take one blast. One loud sound. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everybody can be completely gone, and then with one sound, everybody will be completely brought up again. It's not even going to take any effort, just one sound. فَإِذَا هُمْ بِالسَّاهِرَةِ. So everybody who was laying down on the ground, on top, underground, everybody will be brought up, and they will all at once be above ground. فَإِذَا هُمْ بِالسَّاهِرَةِ. They'll be on alert on the earth's surface. So they can make as much fun as they want. But it's not going to be a return of loss. It's going to definitely happen, and they'll be exactly like they were before. Their bodies and their souls will unite. So these ayat were talking about the Day of Judgment and the people's disbelief that this Day of Judgment after death will actually happen. So in ayah 1 to 5, we were talking about the moments of death. Now we're talking about what happens after death. And then from ayah 15, there will be a shift in the subject, and we will continue, inshallah, discussing this in the next session. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.